Hello, buddies, and welcome back to this masterclass for the beginner in Python programming language. It's your guy here once again, the Wolf, and welcome. So, in the previous lesson, we learned about a few methods to do with sets, and today's lesson is about you learning using the intersection method. So this method normally returns a new set that only contains the items that are not present in both sets. So we can start by just testing that. So click on your file over here and just click new project. Not really. I think I should create a file here. Just create new Python file, and then I'm just going to name it, because we are learning about intersection, and intersection. In fact, we are going to learn about intersection and intersection update and the different method, only those. So let's just do this. So I'm just calling it intersection, just like that. Hit enter. So we have the file here. So remember, this only just it only keeps the duplicate. So let's have some sets here. So we'll have set one and assign it some somewhat fruits. So I will have like 3 of them here, just like that, and then I will have I'm not really recording. Yes, so I will have apple here, and I will have, let's say, banana here, banana, and then I will have, let's say, avocado, and then I should have a second set. So control copy and then paste if you're lazy like me, and then maybe call this set 2, and let's maybe change this to 3, and maybe change this to Facebook, and just like that. So we want to use this method and see that whether it can return only the duplicate. So to do that, I will just pick, let me just again have Control V. Now this one, I will create a set which is returned in 2. So this is set 3. I will have now set 1. Control paste, then dot. Look at this. So there's open method here. So we want to intersect with set what? Set 2. So hit there, and then intersect with set 2, just like that. And now let's just print out and find out whether we have that duplicate. So we will print out set 3, just like that. Then run this over here, so you can see avocado. Of course, it's just the duplicate that is in there. So that is it. Again, we can use the AND operator to, instead of just using the intersection, we can use the AND operator, and it actually gives us the same result. So I will just remove this here. To do this, I've just removed this, delete that, and now I will just use this AND operator here. You just shift on your PC, and then there is AND up there on the, I don't know. So just do that and set what? It's set 2. So if I print that again, you can find out it's just avocado there. So but remember again, you cannot use this operator to join a set with, this actually allows you to join the set with a set and not with another data types like the tuple or a collection. So that is it. So let's again see, let's learn this intersection update method. So let's check the intersection update method, what it can be able to do. But remember, this also, it keeps only the duplicate, but it will change the original set instead of returning a new set. So let's just do that. So I will just again have this. Maybe should I change this? Maybe call it Apple. So we have that duplicate there, right? So intersection update. Now I just want to use intersection update. So this, I will pick set one. In fact, I should delete this and have no set one. This is a variable here. Intersect update. Where is it? Intersect update. It's just right here. And then we now intersect with these two. Control Z, Control C, Control V, and now I can print set one, right? So set one. So let's run this. You can see we have Apple there. So it only just takes the duplicate. You can also do the use the value true and one, which is the same thing. And let's consider the same value. So let's do it. We can have something like, because one is just true, yeah, 0 is just false, right? You can have such a kind of data in this set. So again, let me have like false here, false, just like that. And then again, I can have a false is a 0, right? So this is a duplicate, 0 and a false. Again, I can have a true here. So true, just like that. So again, if I do this, we will get true and false, right? Because that's duplicate. So we can see here we have a false and we have a true and we have an Apple. Yeah, there we go. Again, let's learn about the difference method. So the difference method will return a new set that will contain only the items from the first set that are not present in the other set. Let me just remove this first of all, and remove this. Again, we can have this, did this. So here we have this apple here. It's a duplicate, right? So I just want to use the difference. Anyway, just delete this. So I will have set 3 equals to set 1 dot difference, right there. So 2, set 2, Control Z, set 2 here, return the difference, so which is set 2. And then now I will have to use, to print out set 3, print out set 3 here. So what do we have here? Look at this. We have banana, avocado. So this is the one that is not in both cases, right? Wow, this is really the difference. That is the difference. So there is no banana in set 2, and there is no avocado in set 2. Wow. Again, I can change a view. You can do your magic there and find out. So again, we can use the minus operator instead of the difference method, and we will still get the the same result. Let me just change a little bit of this variable here. So I will have this up there, or let me just use the, just to cut the video short, let me just use this minus here, and then I set with set2. So again, we will have the same result down there. So you can see at the console here, we have that. So remember, this operator cannot be used, can only allow you to join a set with a set and not with another data type. So yeah, again, let's learn a little bit about the difference update method that will keep the item from the first set that are not in the other set, but change the original set instead of returning a new set. So let's use this method. Actually, this method keeps only the item from the first set that are not present in the other set. Have you heard me? Okay, so let's just do it. So I will have here again this. Can I have this again? Yeah, can I have this Microsoft here? Can I have my? I can have TikTok. And the only thing that is duplicate here is just Apple here. So let's run this again. We will use the difference method here now. So I will just say set1. I mean set1. Yes, set1 dot difference and difference update. It's actually the difference update, difference underscore update there. So we can set with set2 there. Set2. So we will have to print set1 here. Set1. Set1. So run this again. Boop. You can see we have avocado and banana. So these are the only that it's actually returned from the first set. Can you see that? You see, it's only just returned from the first set, and it found out that banana and avocado were not in set 2. So apple was there. Wow, that was magic. So let's finally learn about symmetric differences. So a symmetric difference method will keep only the elements that are not present in both sets. So again, to do this, you can actually just delete this over here. And this is a symmetric difference, and with set what? Set2. There we go. So if I run that, we will have to run this. We will have to set this. Oh, yeah, return this to a variable. So let's create set3 equals to that, so that we can print set3 here. Set3. There you go. So run again. Ooh, it returned TikTok, banana, avocado, and Facebook. So what was unique about this? So TikTok is in the second set, banana in the first set, avocado in the first set, Facebook in the, wow. So Apple and Apple were both in this, we were in the same set. So we will only return that which is not in both set. Right. There we go. Wow, magic again. Wow. You remember, you can also use this you can use this operator which is called, let me just write it. So set3, I'll just delete up to here and use this. Where is it actually here? There, you see that that thing over there. This operator, how is it even called? I don't know. You can find out. So with set2, there we go. So if you print out, you still have the same result. There we go. So you cannot use again this with another method. That's all. Lastly, let's use the symmetric difference update method to keep the items that are not present in hot set. So to do that, we take this set1 here, set1 here, dot symmetric difference update, and we set what? Set2, and we hit there, and once we run there, we have none. Oh, we have none. Congratulations. So try the other one where we will have the one which is what yo something happened yo. Anyway, you can do that. So that is the end for this class today. So see you next time. Bye bye.